Greetings. This week, an article went live that I didn't write where someone put together a compilation of a lot of people who talk about leaders based on asking 3 questions, which are, what are the 3 skills that people should learn to be a good leader? And I've written about a lot of things over the years. I've talked about being fair and being compassionate. I've talked about motivating employees. I've talked about a lot of things. But those are things I think they need to do, but it's not really a skill. In other words, it doesn't make you a better leader. It just makes you really a better person. And being a better person helps you be a better leader. So I came up with these 3 things, and I'm just going to talk about them briefly. I'm going to link to it down below because I can't link to it in the video because I don't own it. So my first skill is talking about delegation. You really have to learn delegation if you're going to be a good leader. I have to admit that the last 2 times I was a full-time employee, I didn't learn this quick enough. I should have, but I didn't. So I spent hours working, and I never have worked close to home. I had at least an hour drive everywhere. So I would spend 10 to 14 hours at work, doing a lot of work until I realized, hey, you got to delegate this to someone else because it's their job to do. This is not my job as the leader to be doing the actual daily work. So you have to learn delegation. The second thing is you have to learn diplomacy. In essence, basically, you have people who maybe you don't get along with, or people who report to you who don't get along with other people, or, just you have to deal with conflict. And sometimes you realize that, I have to have these people work together. You can't always get rid of people, especially if they don't work for you, but you need them to work together. So you need to learn diplomacy. Diplomacy basically says it's the art of being able to convince someone else to at least work with you. They may not totally agree with you, but they need to work with you to get things done. And the final thing I wrote down is analysis. And I looked at what everyone else said. No one else said analysis. Here's the thing. Almost every business I can think of has statistics. You get all kind of statistics on all kind of things. And what I have found in my consulting business is that people will concentrate only on one thing without looking at anything else or figuring out exactly what that means. For instance, in healthcare, people will look at days in receivable and they will see sometimes this really high number or this low number and they don't know what to do, not sure how to fix it. Well, what they may not be looking at is the workflow. Is the distribution of work fair so that everyone is working the same number of accounts? You might have someone who, if you broke it up by alphabet, for instance, maybe they have 1,000 accounts, one person, and another person has 3,500 accounts. You think you've been fair because you broke it by alphabet, but if you haven't looked at your analytics, then you don't know that for sure. And that goes into a whole lot of things. I mean, I don't know a single business that does not need to concentrate on analytics. Maybe if you're a sole proprietor, but even there, you've got to look at your own analytics. You may not call it analytics. You may just call it bookkeeping, but you need to look at that kind of stuff. So those are the 3 things I mentioned. Now, like I said, I'm going to link to the link below, or, put the link below so you can go check out the full article and see what everyone else had to say. I'd love to know your opinion. Like I said, these are 3 top skills, not, behavior or anything else. 3 top skills. My name is Mitch Mitchell. I hope you have a wonderful day.